Как вчерашний митинг прошел?
Да,
Там.
рассказывай.
Давайте тренироваться на английском.
Давай ты расскажешь на русском, а мы обязательно будем тренироваться на английском.
Let's speak on English. Because yesterday was amazing, but I heard something from Evgeny that he says and I need to train my English language more. If not, it can be problem on searching. So it was really crazy experience for me because I invited a lot of people, for example, with who I was make interview by Skype, and it's test lead or DevOps or something like that. And some of them arrive on the meeting and they recognize me. Hi, Anna, how are you? La, la. And it was crazy because I feel me like on middle of all QAs and senior QAs, like on real work environment. And obviously people was more, not like on work because it was after work, but serious. And maybe 60 or maybe more % all was speak on Russian. 60%. And I and one other girl was on entrance for ask people sign in and left all information. And it was on huge startup. They equipped all buildings, so they ask sign one document about disclosure. So all people must sign it, and we control all these things. And after write names for they put on somewhere for after on meetup, you know how his name, and with all name from Pakistan or India or something like that. Sometimes you say, oh, maybe you write this name self because it will be more easy. And after when arrives someone, Andrei or Svetlana or Tatiana, we, oh, it's cool, very easy name. And we start to speak Russian. And on one moment, secretary, which was controlling us, asked us, but it's what kind of group here on meeting? It's Russian. Yeah.
She was confused.
Yeah. So how I was on the entrance, control all these things. I don't hear about what they talk. But after we joined meeting when all people was together and was networking, and it was very, very cool. We move between people, and obviously I can't talk with everyone, but I hear and talk with some people, for example, who already go out from our boot camp and find work. And Tatiana, it's one girl from Irvine. She already find work and work maybe 2 or 3 weeks already. And she arrived to this meetup for search one manual QA for team, because they already searching one new one for work with this girl and can't find.
And in the end of all of this, you got a job?
I can't because I don't have permission of work. Still, I waited.
Oh, wow.
This is my problem. If not this problem, I already work.
Oh,
so
wow.
It was cool, and after was more 2 person, one manager from this startup where we was. He already searched QAs too, and probably some manual too, but with high expectation and automation or manual with some knowledge of language, coding. And other one, they was searching QAs, and I know they searching this QA on automation since January and can't find. I have
maybe
two questions. Or don't have people on the market, or they would like to find someone special.
or they offer too low salary.
No, this startup, they pay very well. I know DevOps from this startup, and he worked here 7 years, and he says that he's really happy work on this startup, and payment very good, and they grow quickly, and on the end of this year, they would like to move on new office, because when he began to work with them 3 years ago, it was just some persons, and now there are more than 200.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is very cool. And after I spoke with some of them, and they remember how they test me on Skype or somewhere, and they ask, you arrived to study automation or something like that. I say, not yet, but I'm hard work with this. So it was cool. And after some other people who already finish boot camp as basic QA, and they find work there from Irvine. They say that it was so easy first week of work, because they arrive, and on first day they have only one ticket. For example, install Jira on computer, Confluence, and Zephyr. It was just like we do every day, and it was so easy for this girl that she arrived in 1 hour, make all this stuff, and already access of one stand-up meeting, and beginning give own opinion. And they was surprised.
Why Evgeny said that you have to improve your English? After which situation?
On the end of meetup.
Interesting, because you have a really good level of English, in my opinion. Because I know a lot of people who has more poorly English and already found their work. So
I don't know, because how it was so many Russian people. It's obviously we just hear Russian word and we jumping on Russian. And it was more easy. And after meetup, when I heard people talk between them, was grouped, and I heard they talk Russian, maybe because of this, but other things that one assistant of Evgeny and Denise and Azad will go to Moscow, and she can continue work for them. And Evgeny asked me if I can help for work for them, and maybe on the reading something, he sees something on my reading that it was not so good.
Denise and Azad go to Moscow?
No. Assistant of them.
Assistant, yeah, assistant.
One girl which worked for them, and she studied on basic QA. And maybe by this way he say, and okay, he says that we need to work only on English. Not only we, but I with Evgeny and with Azad and with Denise, and only on English for improve my English skills. It's good.
Yeah.
So this is new things, and I think till this moment I'm on some really I don't know how to describe it, emotional shock about all these senior QAs and DevOps and something like that. It was really cool.
Yeah.
And I find many QAs from Irvine, so it was really cool, and all of them speak Russian.
Is it big city?
No, an American way, it's not so big. Just one. How many people live on Irvine?
About 300,000.
About 300,000 people live on Irvine and work 1 million.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
not so big. But we have a lot of startups and everything, and every time it's more and more. And what grow a lot on Irvine, it's building with offices. Maybe they have very good solution for company for come here.
Okay. How much cost rent of 1-bedroom apartment in your city?
It's expensive city because it's one of the most safety city of US.
Okay, I too live in the best economy in the United States.
For example, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, we rent for 2,200.
Okay.
And
I
plus,
live here.
and plus water, gas, right?
Yeah, this you can plus 100, something like that.
Okay.
We don't spend so much.
No, it's too much for me. Okay.
24.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too much.
Colorado.
Yeah, and maybe some. I heard that one girl after boot camp find job as manual QA, and first she say 40. I imagine 40,000 per year, and after we discover that it's $40 per hour.
Not bad.
Because I said, 40, it's not so much. She said, no, it's okay. And after we discover it's per hour.
40, it's in Colorado or it's LA?
On Irvine, yeah.
Irvine, okay.
Yeah. And she says, and it's nothing special till the moment, only manual stuff, things, just manuals. Yeah.
If you can sell yourself on the interview, you can get even more. It depends on, is it your is you happy people or happy person?
And other person I see, she already worked about 6 months on one big company on San Diego, just next to the Mexico. And just like manual, but she says that not so much, it's only 2-person QA, and they make a lot of stuff, even write some codes or make some change on code, and not really relaxed on the work because a lot of things for to do. And she have only 19, yeah. That's 19 per hour, but she worked by agency, and now this company proposed for this girl normal contract, so she will work for this company, and they grow up she's salary for 25%. But if we see even 25%, it's not too much.
Yeah, absolutely not too much.
Yeah, so, and on my area, not on Irvine, but around, I see some company ask some intern or something like that, but who already know, for example, Java, and they would like to pay 2022. So never know. Maybe
I can get this money from construction, so.
Yeah, but it's completely different. On construction, it's hard work, I know.
No, it's funny.
Why you come back?
Yes, I always come back, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody have some questions about stuff, what we do?
Do you hear me?
Yeah.
I have a question about user story. We need to write it in Jira?
Yep.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. And
you make the same create, and after you choose story, and after you make the same, create and choose text. Or text.
And how many test cases we should?
This is question. I think it's depend of user story, because on my user story I have second. They write that, for example, when we land on mine page and select create trip, backend needs verified if one user before create one empty trip and save it on my trip. Did you hear me well?
Not well, but
Yeah, because I hear me too. No, it's okay.
now yes, yes, now. Okay.
So backend need back this trip again for the user, for the, I think for don't create a lot of empty trips. And if don't have any trip, so it's need create new one. So I think it's two test cases because have or. I have this week hard work with Marina about our test cases, because on my schedule I have a lot of windows which open, and after you need fill forms and everything, and I put all on one test case. And she say, no, you must separate. So I was able to broken every test case for sample steps.
Too, because Marina asked me do regression test cases, and I should separate and do regression.
But why regression? Because your smoke test was already done, or what?
Repeated. I think because it I like retesting, like repeated. I don't know, but she asked me separate my test case one, because I have 4 steps in my one case, and she asked me separate the steps and decided what steps will regression is what is but
Okay. Maybe she will talk about this on next lesson.
because it's not clear enough. It sounds like.
Yeah, because on my use story, I have one word which it's not clear for me, because it says in create trip, the backend should look for an untouched trip. What is untouched trip? What do you think?
Untouched or what?
Yeah, untouched trip. So if you go to create trip, if no one create anything, trip save it. We can save, but this bottom don't work. Maybe if we choose some location, but I can choose location because I find bug. Then when we try to update location, this drop down list disappear when we would like to select something. Only bugs around. So I don't know how to do it. I think I will create one user story when I will really write one untouched trip and okay. And after we'll ask Marina.
Only one user story, yes, and
yeah. You see which one user story for you, Ina?
Yes, I saw this in Slack.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw this because I didn't eat, but I planning do it today evening.
Okay.
Do we need to assign the story?
We must, yes, assign in.
Assign to who? Vladimir or Marina?
I think Marina.
Marina,
okay.
Because even if you don't sign, it's automatically signed to Marina. So, do you have more questions?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you said that we have to prepare any questions to Marina to this Friday? Yes, no?
Not to Marina, to
Oh,
Denise
to
or Evgeny or to Azad.
but it's we're talking about this Friday or next Friday, or maybe in the end of the Fridays.
I don't know. Yesterday, when I talked with Denise, I heard that Azad was absent for holidays. It's why Denise was work hardly on automation class and was not present on our classes.
Mm-hmm.
And now Azad come back, and Denise was present on last lessons.
Mm-hmm.
So we will see if he will present or not on next. But for example, if you have some add questions for him about past theory, what we talk about documentation and creation test cases, blah, blah, blah. So we can create one list and send it to Denise, and he create one video and answer to this question.
Okay, what about
But this
other groups?
Friday.
Okay, what about other groups?
Other groups make the same.
But if they prepared, it makes sense for collect all questions and transfer to Denise. But if only
All
our group,
questions go to me from all groups, all teams, and after I will transfer to Denise.
nice. I really like that you're in charge of all of the things. Good. I have a couple questions. I try to write it to you.
Yeah, it's not say that you must find one question. If you have questions, you have. If don't have, don't have. But it's good position because I think it's our opportunity to have more attention of Dennis.
Yes.
But he's really cool because we already yesterday talked during half hour or something like that. All girls around Denise and about our interview and all this stuff.
What was the agenda of your meeting? It was just every person share any opinion about QA, or it was a kind of something special?
Meetup?
Yes.
No, it was something special. It was 2 person which arrived, one team from Israel and second team, I think, from New Zealand. You can see it's on our page on Meetup. And they present, I think from New Zealand, he present one new tool. Already 400 companies around the world work with this tool, and this tool for automation, and he make everything, and REST API and user interface and web application and mobile application, everything.
And this person just tried to sell this product to you?
Not me, all people presented.
I mean, he was a kind of seller, or it's just user?
Not user, I think it's one of the company, and he presents this product for everyone.
Okay.
And other one brings solution how, for us it's a little bit complicated because it's all about automation. He brings solution how manage automated all process when you have more than 10,000 test cases. It's completely different level. It's why when we invited people, it was all DevOps or senior QA or something like that. And all people was really happy to find my invitation on LinkedIn, because on Irvine it's not happened so much, and it was really interesting topics for them. So I have maybe more 100 connection on my LinkedIn now.
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah.
But I think it's 500. 500 is a free. But if you connect more people, you have to pay.
No, after they limited, for example, per day you can invite it some 10 person or something like that.
Okay, I have 39.
You must work. I have more than 500.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes, but really, if I clean something, it will be less because I see some days ago, I see some QA from Italy or from Portugal or something like that.
Oh.
But this is QA. It's from Australia.
Okay, I will change my photo and maybe we will manage with it.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have more questions.
Guys, do you make all bullets or everything for?
Yeah, I done with my tickets.
I done ticket, but I should
Just write story.
address and I my user story.
Okay, so no problem. I think we must make all things for till tomorrow or till Saturday.
I think Saturday, because usually Marina said that you didn't do your work every Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, because on Saturday we close sprint,
Mhm.
so okay. On Saturday I don't will I can't be present all day. So Yura, maybe you will make our Zoom meeting.
Saturday after lesson, after class?
Yeah.
Of course I can. 3 minutes and we're done.
Yep.
Okay. So if you don't have more questions, I go to cook.
Okay, I go to eat. Bye. Thank you guys. See you.
Bye-bye.